Hey. It's your boy, the Big Man on Campus, and I'm here live July 4th, joining you for a couple of minutes tonight here, hanging out here on the Late Night on Campus. As always, I am your boy, the Big Man on Campus. Here solo tonight, no guests, just me live on the air. So hopefully many of you can keep me company. Obviously, I will need it. But welcome in. As always, it's the Late Night on Campus. 10 o'clock means one thing. It means the Late Night on Campus. Welcome in everyone out there listening. As always, please retweet the show. Helps us a lot. Helps get the word out there. And hopefully we can like the show as well. Many of you like it. Hit the like button, favorite it, tell your friends about it. Let us know you're out there and communicating with us. Hopefully everyone had a great July 4th. I know I did. Party's still going on here, but stepped away to come on to do the show here. What up, Joel, Mark, Bobby, John, everyone out there listening? We appreciate it. Obviously, it is much appreciated. We are sponsored by BetOnline, the great folks over at betonline.ag. Head on over there for all your sports betting needs because you can. One of the most premier sports books in the business, a book that I personally use, enjoy, very good at getting lines out early. Head on over to BetOnline for all your sports betting needs. What's up, Matt? How you doing tonight? Please like the show, again, if you're out there. Also, a lot going on at SBR. The IFBC is coming. Head on over to ifbc.live, find out all the information about the great thing going on August 4th and 5th down in Costa Rica. We will all be there live and in person. It will be fun and will be a great time had by all. Head on over. Also, sign up for the July Bet Points contest. If you sign up for by July 7th and you make all your picks, you're entered into a drawing to win a free trip down there. So head on over and do that. We had a good time doing the conference last year or last month, so make sure you head on over and do that. Hello, chatbox. Vitalis is in here. Vitalis, I'm surprised you're in here after blocking me. I'm surprised you're showing your face in here. Not sure what the block was all about, but again, I'd love to know what that's all about. Hey, big man, you're the hardest working capper out there. Thank you, Joe. I try. Sometimes the key to doing well in something is just working harder than others, and that's what I'm trying to do. Let's jump into everything going on today. A wild night of baseball. And I got to tell you right now, baseball is a tough minefield. A lot going on. I think a lot of teams are just trying to get to the break. And this is what happens in baseball. Teams just trying to get to the break unscathed, kind of right where they are, and bettors are having trouble. You look at some of the afternoon games. The first game out of the card, which we talked about on the right side of campus, we talked about the Nationals game, which seems like it was played 3 days ago. Pretty amazing. But Nationals throw up plenty of runs. I think it was in the fourth. They cruised to an 11-4 victory. Easy winner there. Joe Ross continues to get monster run support. Danny Ainge finally made a move. In my opinion, it's too little, too late. They needed George as well. Agreed. There was reports that Gordon Hayward was going to Miami. I think Miami should have definitely tried to pull the trigger there, but they didn't end up making it happen. How many people were afraid to bet against Newcomb? Thought he was the new Nolan Ryan. Yeah, look, I told you guys today on the show, I thought he was going to get crushed, Newcomb. I had him pegged to give up 6-7 runs, and he definitely did that. So I'm not surprised by that at all. Newcomb was due to get crushed, and he was able to do that. SBR, take notice. BMOC is willing to work on holidays. I'm willing to work whenever I can, man. I'm always trying to be on here. Whenever I can do things and get the word out, I'm looking to do it. Newcomb was not going to continue to pitch well. We've seen it all year, and you're facing one of the best liners in base. We had to figure it's going to happen at some point. White Sox tied the game up in the ninth and managed to lose in the bottom of the ninth. A tough loss there. I actually had the White Sox today. Thought it was great value. Look, I don't have a problem losing a game like that. It is what it is. I have seen, though, guys, when the White Sox are underdogs, healthy underdogs, they are not getting the job done. This White Sox team is a hard team to gauge. They're not getting the job done when you think they're going to get the job done. Miami gets the job done against St. Louis, a game that I thought they would win. I like Miami in this game. Uranus pitched very well. And, at the end of the day, Lance Lynn has not pitched well. You look at in his last, 20-plus innings, he's given up a lot of runs. He's really getting jumped on. Wasn't horrible today. Only gave up a couple runs, but some errors behind him didn't help. And look, the Marlins bullpen continues to be pretty good. They have not been good most of the year, but lately they've been pretty effective. Another nice day from Urena. He goes 5 and only gives up 2 earned runs. Justin Turner just home run. Turner never stays healthy. When he is healthy, he single-handedly makes the Dodgers better. Yeah, he's a great hitter. I mean, great hitter, good player, and obviously makes that lineup even better than it already is. What happened to the Texas Rangers? Was Price pitching that good, or the bats for the Red Sox that good? Look, I'm going to tell you right now, this Red Sox team's starting to hit. They're hitting over 315, I believe, over the last week or so. Really starting to win some games. And Yu Darvish had trouble tonight. David Price was good, and he hasn't given up any runs. But this Boston team's really scored some runs right now, so it's not surprising to see that. Seattle and Kansas City go over. That was another game we talked about on the right side of campus. I thought we'd see some runs there. Felix Hernandez was not particularly good. Danny Duffy was decent, but I'm going to tell you right now, this Kansas City team continues to hit. They're going to hit. This team is a good baseball team right now, and you better watch as we get into August, September. This team's going to be right there. They're really good offensively right now. Baltimore continues to struggle on the road against the Brewers. Jimmy Nelson was very good in this game. Ubaldo Jimenez, not surprisingly, was not good in this game. I don't think anyone thought he would come back and pitch well here. Look, his splits aren't bad. His ERA is very high. He gives up a lot of home runs. And you look at today, 3 more home runs given up for Ubaldo Jimenez. That's now 18 home runs and I believe 12 starts. So he's just giving up way too many home runs. If he just wouldn't give up home runs, his ERA wouldn't be anywhere near what it is. He's not that bad of a pitcher other than giving up home runs, which you just can't do. But you look at cutting out the home runs tonight. I mean, Eric Thames had a couple home runs. Travis Shaw had a home run. Stephen Vogt had a 2-run home run. I mean, you don't give up home runs, you win. Problem is, Ubaldo Jimenez is just giving up too many of them. Yankees fall to the Toronto Blue Jays, and CC Sabathia was not good in this game. Gave up 4 runs in the third. Really didn't mean anything because the Yankees couldn't hit today. Their offense was lost at sea without a paddle. Only 4 hits today, and J-Hap really pitched well. 6 innings, gave up 1 earned run. Bullpen comes in clean. Nice win for Toronto. Another tough team to peg right now are the Toronto Blue Jays. Happy 4th, Isan. Welcome. Thank you for that. That is nice of you. We appreciate it. Should be getting my passport in 2 weeks. Who else is on here going to August 4th and 5th? Yeah, I would like to get somewhat of a head count. I would like to see who is going. Red Sox look good. Curious to see if they can sustain this. They have names in that lineup. We remember, though. They just don't have much power there. Let's look at a couple other ones here. And again, guys, I haven't done a show on my own for a long time. I remember back on my podcast days, I would do shows all the time, but it's been some time since I've done a show on my own. Detroit gets the job done against San Francisco. We talked about it on the right side of campus. I mean, they jumped out to 1-0 lead, and I think at that value, look, San Francisco was the play for me in that game. They've been playing well. I'm not laying 200 plus with the Tigers. Just not going to do it. Minnesota gets the job done, ekes out a win against the Angels. Kyle Gibson with a win. Brandon Kinsler comes in for the save. A nice win for the Twins at home, a place that they have not done well in. You look at Gibson, though. Another good outing, 6 2/3, only gives up 2 earned runs. Bullpen comes in really clean tonight. You're seeing a lot of that. Good outings from guys that you didn't expect to have good outings. Minnesota gets the win here as the small home favorite. And if you had Minnesota, which I'm not sure how many people there were, good for you, because I sure as hell didn't. The other game that we missed, Pittsburgh blanks the Phillies. And, this is the problem with Pittsburgh. You're always 1 game late with Pittsburgh. That's just always how they are. You bet them, they never win. When no one bets them, they win. I mentioned the under. I thought it was a real good play here, and the Phillies were really poor in this game. Had really bad struggles getting runs in. 0 for 10 with runners in scoring position, 11 left on base. A nice win for the Pirates, though. I mean, you look at even today. I mean, still not a ton of offense, but Tyone was very good in this game. And this is what I expected last night from Ivan Nova. Unfortunately, though, like I said, with the Pirates, you're always one game too late, seemingly, with this team night after night. Clayton Kershaw's like Peyton Manning. He's so consistently great. We take it for granted. Yeah, a lot of people talk about him struggling. Him struggling is like, he's still pitching good. I mean, that's just how it goes. He's the second best pitcher in baseball to me right now. Him and Scherzer are neck and neck. It's hard for me to pick who I would want in a Game 7. How about Homer Bailey holding down the Rockies? This Rockies team is just not good. Yeah, they're not, and that's the issue right now with this team. Everything was pointing to a nice win tonight. You get Homer Bailey, you get Kyle Freeland at home. Everyone's feeling good about it, and you look at tonight. I mean, does this surprise anyone? I mean, anymore with baseball, the last 2 weeks has just been night after night, just guys that have no business pitching well are pitching well. And you really don't see this much at all. I mean, it's just right now, teams are just kind of trying to, stay the course and get to the All-Star break. And Colorado continues to struggle. I mean, this team has won, I think, once in the last 11 games, and looking like another loss tonight. Just can't get anything going. What do you say about it? Homer Bailey shutting them down. Houston, like I mentioned, crushing the Atlanta Braves 10-0 in this one. A nice offensive night for the Astros. 14 hits for this group tonight. Really murdering the Atlanta Braves. And you look at Newcomb's line, 3 1/3, gives up 7 earned runs and 10 hits. So not surprising. It was going to happen sooner or later. I'm just kind of annoyed that I didn't bet this as my premium play and did something else. So it is what it is. You overthink things, and normally they go how you thought they would. But Atlanta tonight, just 3 hits. Brad Peacock, very good in this game. We mentioned Boston. They're up 7-0. The final game, the LA Dodgers just continue to get the job done. Long way to go in this one. 2-0 Dodgers in the bottom of the third. They are threatening to score. Red Sox were really frustrating to watch today. Yes, they were. Totally were. That team is irritating in general. They always have solid prices. You always look and say, wow, they look really good today. And then they just, they took the lead. They had a 2-0 lead, and you're feeling pretty good about it. But it's tough right now. I made no money there, but thought the White Sox might hit. Yeah, I think a lot of people did. Jazz are going to suck this year. Yes, no George Hill, no Gordon Hayward. It's Rudy Gobert, and that's pretty much it. Though they did get Ricky Rubio, so I guess that's a little bit. Line moving on that game is suspicious with the Rockies. They were 20 or 30 cent move towards Cincinnati. Yeah, but that doesn't always. I mean, if every game you had to worry about line movement, you would never bet games because there's always steam and that kind of thing. Big man, who do you have in the home run derby? Wow. I don't know. I have to look more into it. I usually have the winner in the home run derby. I think I picked the last couple of years, so I definitely have to look. Look, Aaron Judge can definitely be someone that I'm going to look to, but I get a weird feeling like Miguel Sano gets hot and wins it. But I got to look at the odds. That's all that really matters to me. Other than that, though, that's the baseball card tonight. So, we did pretty well with some of these, and some of these we did not do particularly well. Premium play for me today, I had the first 5 under in the Cubs game, which naturally John Lackey couldn't get anyone out. It's tough right now in baseball. I mean, I'm lucky to be up. I'm lucky to be doing well. Just trying to navigate the lines and the minefields here. It's tough right now, but we'll see what happens here with the late plays. Need a late surge here from Colorado, maybe somehow. But the one thing that continues to pay is the Dodgers. I mean, they continue to kind of get the job done. That's normally what people do. Some guy pitches well or plays well, and all of a sudden he takes steroids. I mean, it wasn't surprising that sooner or later we'd start to hear that Aaron Judge might be. He's not on steroids. Stop with that. I mean, that's stupid. It's ridiculous. Just because the kid's doing well, let's stop trying to just jump on people when they do well just because they might be. Oh, that's stupid. He's not on steroids. He's just playing really well. Other than that, guys, I mean, really not a lot going on in sports right now. You really got to definitely when you're in this business and we're doing what we're doing, obviously content, baseball is really it. I mean, I don't really bet MLS. I don't, soccer's really, leveled right now, really leveled off, not a ton going on. NBA Summer League is, is about an exhibition as it gets. I don't bet Wimbledon. So, there's really not much going on right now. I'll tell you what we'll do. Here's what we'll do for the show tonight. Ask me anything. Any question you want, I'll answer anything. Start asking questions, I'll answer them. We'll do it for, 20 minutes or so. That's a good way to kind of have some fun here tonight. Ask me anything. You can ask me anything personal, I'll answer it. Pretty much everything. Everything is on the table here. So if you're out there, ask me something. And again, I didn't know how many people would even be on here just because of the holiday. What's on your shirt? It's the Eagles logo. I have the Dodgers team total over 4.5. Fading Corbett on the road is nice, simple angle. Yeah, it is. Good point by you. And you're getting a good team here with the Dodgers who, just are so money at home. I got my passport for $4.99. Not sure where you got that. What's the most you've ever won in a parlay? I don't know, couple thousand. I mean, I don't bet them too much, so I can't really comment. I don't do parlays too often, especially 5 teams. Once in a while in the college football, I'll do 6 or 7 game parlay for $200. Do you use Crest or Colgate? I use Crest. I like the little I like the mouth mosh mixed in with the toothpaste. Ever considered moving your operation to Vegas? No. No, I will not. I'm a East Coaster. I'm from Philadelphia. I'm from New Jersey. And I want to be here. And eventually it's going to happen here. So, Johnny, I will wait for the shoe to drop here, and hopefully it will happen soon. I'm waiting on that. I'm not a West Coaster. Food sucks. I don't like the people. I'm really, and again, if you lived with me or you knew me, kind of person, you would know me. I need things to go my way. I need things to look a certain way. I need to live certain places. It's just, I don't know. It's a lot of living situations. So yeah, for me, I don't think I ever would. No, because I'll just wait for the shoe to drop here. What team has made you the most money in the NFL? The Patriots, for sure. Big man, Tigers need to sell and go into rebuild mode. Would you trade Michael Fulmer if you were the GM? He's young and making $500K, but how many years? Look, I mean, all their pitchers, Zimmerman's been a mess. Verlander's been, end of his career. Where are you going to go with that? You have a lot of old players. I mean, Miguel Cabrera, Victor Martinez. There's a lot of guys on that team that are old. They do have some good young players. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you're really selling from. They've never really won much lately, but yeah, I think they have to probably do that at some point. At some point, every team it happens to, you got to go into rebuild mode. What do you think of the Oakland Raiders winning the Super Bowl this year? This feels like the team. I'll be honest, I bet the Oakland Raiders to win the Super Bowl. I got to get the odds that I bet. I'll actually look that up right now. I bet the Oakland Raiders. I bet them the other week. I agree. I think this team's going to be really good. I think they're, looking up. They have a really good franchise quarterback. Their defense got significantly better. They have a star wide receiver. I agree. I like Oakland. I get them at 10-1. That's what I got them at. 10-1. I think Denver will be down this year. I'm not a big fan of San Diego. The Chiefs are good, but they never win in the playoffs. I like Oakland. I'm all in on that for sure. What do you think about Butch Jones and Rick Barnes? Barnes is a good recruiter. I'm not sure about how good a coach he is. Butch Jones, I don't have much to say on Butch Jones. He's just kind of to me. Thoughts on being single versus a steady girlfriend? Yeah, I don't have a steady girlfriend. Both my siblings have significant others. My brother's been with the same girl his whole life. My sister's had a boyfriend for years, and I'm sure they'll get married at some point. I just don't. I'm just kind of different. I like my space. I like my bed. I don't like people in my bed. I'm very particular. I don't like a lot of things. I don't like having to answer to people. I don't want to have to, watch sports and be quiet. I have no interest in that. I have no problem getting women. I mean, and I know the common theme is, well, he bought her, but it's trying to be funny. But, I try to keep a stable open and, get my rocks off. It is what it is. What's the cutoff for MLB line value, big man? whenever. I don't care about line movement. I've said that before. If you can get a good team, I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty small window for me, man. I mean, I don't really bet over 140. Look, if I think the team's going to win, I like the pitcher. I bet it. What do you think about power this week? I liked it. I'm a fan of the season so far. I do like the fact that Tommy's fucking Lakeisha. I would have been on that a while ago if I was Tommy. I'll be interested to see what happens with Ghost, but I do think I know what's going to happen in all this. Do you get moody? Yes, very much, of course. I have ADHD, so yes, I get very moody. Which was worse, Pac-Man, Bradley, or Horn Pac-Man? Bradley Pac-Man for sure. Horn Pac-Man, I will be honest, I don't think was that ridiculous. I think the scores are ridiculous. I don't know that I think it was that ridiculous to say Jeff Horn won. He was very good, Manny Pacquiao, in the 9th round. But other than that, I really don't think he did anything that big to win that fight. So I don't think it was that ridiculous. I don't think he should have won. Pacquiao definitely won, but it wasn't by very much. I understand that, big man. I'm out in Texas, and offshore doesn't quite compare to laying bets in Vegas, but it's just a matter of time. Yeah, it's only a matter of time, bro. And, at the end of the day, I've often said, when they legalize it in Atlantic City, I'm not going to say I won't never bet with a local again, or I won't bet with, an offshore account. I lived most of my year in Pennsylvania, so we don't have sports betting there. And look, for people that say it's going to change much, look, you go down to a corner in South Philadelphia, most people aren't going to drive to Atlantic City to place their bets every day. It's way easier to just call your bookmaker up and bet with them. Most of them have websites at this point. But yeah, it's going to be nice to have that kind of feeling. What's your take on Caitlyn Jenner? I've talked to Caitlyn Jenner before. I think everyone should be able to live in this country the way they want. I think Caitlyn Jenner is a courageous person for doing what she did. She wasn't comfortable in her own body, and she decided that she was going to live her life the way she wanted to. And I fully would support her if she was a family member of mine. I think I'd be honest, I think Bruce or Caitlyn, whatever you want to call her, was the most real person in that family. So yeah, I have no problem with her. If she moved in next door to me, I'd have no problem with it. I think everyone should be able to live the way they want. Big Man on Campus, do you watch House of Cards or Narcos? I do not. I do need to watch Narcos, though, because I heard it's very good. I'm a big Pablo Escobar fan. Which baseball team is the most inconsistent? Cleveland, I would say. I'm very disappointed in what I've seen from Cleveland this year. Best thing about West Coast to me is time. I would love for a game to end at 10 p.m. and still go out or do whatever. Can at 1 a.m. in Michigan. Yeah, but I'm so used to it at this point. It's almost just kind of part of it. USC over under 9 wins in my book. I feel like with the hype on them, it should be a no-brainer over. But USC always comes in with hyped-up talent that goes 9-3, 8-4. But Pac-12 is a little weaker than in recent years. Let's take a look at their football schedule. By the way, tomorrow we'll be talking about the Big 12. I am going to get together, guys. I'm starting some breakdowns of my own conference to conference. As many know, I'm a big college football fan. It's my best sport. That's why I'm a big man on campus. So I urge you get in touch with me if you have any college football questions. But you look at the schedule. Western Michigan's a win. Should be able to beat Stanford. Obviously with some of the changes they've made there. I'm not a big fan of Kevin Burns. Not Kevin Burns. Burns, whatever his first name is. Not a big fan of his. I know it's another season, but still not a big fan. Texas will be improved with Tom Herman, but I'm not sure they're ready to win just yet. Cal, what are you going to have there? I mean, that defense is a sieve year after year. So you should start season 4-0. Washington State's going to be very good. Luke Falk coming back. If you know anything about me, you know I absolutely love Luke Falk. I think he's the best quarterback in the country all around. So for me, that could be a loss, but you should be able to win that game. Oregon State, you'll win. Utah's always good, but you'll win that. They should conceivably sweep this schedule. I mean, there's no one in the schedule they shouldn't beat. UCLA with Rosen's good, and Colorado has a lot of retooling to do, losing Sifo Lufau, and kind of the coming back off the season they had last year. Arizona State's nothing. Arizona blows. I mean, Notre Dame, what do you have there? They really should go through the schedule undefeated. At 9.5, if you're getting 9.5, I think that's a bet you have to make for sure. Let's go back and look at a couple here. A lot of questions coming in. MLS lines are so soft. Good, Big Simon. I hope you're winning. So, yeah, as far as that question on USC, that over-under, I would definitely bet. Do you think Big Jim Beam is douchebag? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of his, but I don't like people that constantly try to be funny. I think people that are just funny are funny. Like, I've seen people come on chat boxes and say stuff, and it's just funny. Like, just the way they talk. Like, Vic Simon is funny, I feel like, at times. Like, he makes me laugh with the shit he says. And I know a lot of time he's making fun of me or other people, but he does it in a playful way. He doesn't get, like, personal and things like that. Jim Beam he tries too hard to be funny. Big man, are we going to make a baseball bet at the bet box at the Grand Casino in Costa Rica? Yes, we will make a bet at the Grand Casino at the bet box in Escazú, for sure. I noticed Stowe Marino, every time we're like in conversation, he's talking about God knows what on the chat box. Good for you, Stowe Marino. Are you going to play poker, big man, in Costa Rica? Yes. I play poker all the time. I played last night, the night before. Yes. Do you think Rose will go to Sacramento with them landing Hill to mentor Fox? I have no idea. I never know when Derrick Rose is going to go. I think for me, it's maybe time to – I don't know what you do to Derrick Rose because he's just unlucky. Anyone else get explosives to blow up tonight? No, I don't have any. I hate fireworks. If you're on the East Coast, what the fuck are you doing here? Go get some explosives. I don't have any explosives, nor do I care about getting any. If you're on the East Coast, Astros and Dodgers, the MLB version of the Cavs versus Golden State in the NBA. I don't know about that. I mean, neither have really won anything, so I'm not sure we can make that argument there, Marco. Mississippi Stud is so brutal at casinos. I know that lost 520 minutes. Yeah, I don't play Mississippi Stud. I never have. But if it's bad, you just stay away. What sport has been the most profitable for you? College football and college basketball. Jim Beam, you try too hard. Agreed. You don't get personal, but you're not funny. You say stuff that's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. I just got back from Mariners game. I got a heat stroke. We'll drink some water. Stop drinking beer all the time. I like you, big man, and even though you dislike me. I don't dislike you. Again, people that try to be funny are not that funny. Where does Dirk Nowitzki rank in your top 5 power forwards of all time? He's one of my favorite players of all time. As far as where does he rank, look, I wasn't around when Bill Russell was great and all those big guys. As far as big men, I kind of lumped them all into one. I mean, the best big men of all time are, Kareem, Wilt Chamberlain, Shaq. I don't think Dirk's in that group. He's very good. He's definitely top 50 player of all time. He's definitely a favorite of mine. I mean, growing up, he was one of the catalysts of my growing up. Funny time to pick games: trade deadline, All-Star game, study long, study wrong. Yeah, I hear you, Nate Dog. Any more questions? 5 more minutes. We'll take more questions. I'm doing it Teddy Cover style tonight. I'm just taking questions. Here, this is your opportunity. Ask me anything. Ask me anything about women. Ask me anything about sports, whatever you want. I'm taking questions. This is something we don't normally do. I think Hakeem Olajuwon should be in the top 5 big men, much better defensively than Shaq. Look, Shaq is a dominating player. No one was more dominating at points than Shaquille O'Neal. But Hakeem was very good. Jim Beam, I like you. I mean, maybe if I started paying attention to you more, I wouldn't, but you seem like a nice guy. He is a nice guy. When he actually calls in and talks about legit stuff, he's actually pretty funny, and he can be charming. But when he just says stupid stuff like, did you fuck that girl last night or whatever, it's just, I don't know. It's kind of stupid. 5 more minutes, guys. What else do we got? Let's take a look at some scores here, kind of update ourselves. The Dodgers are now 3-0 on the Diamondbacks, looking good there in the 4th. 12-0 down in Atlanta now. The Braves are getting crushed. Boston continues to crush the Rangers. And Cincinnati is killing the Colorado Rockies 5-1. By the way, we didn't even talk about this, but we have to talk about how pathetic the Cleveland Indians are. This is an inept group. This is I will never bet this team again this year. I won't bet them ever again. They're just disgraceful. I mean, just look, if you had the Padres tonight, raise your fucking hand. Show us a ticket and we'll give you some respect because it's amazing how many times this team is like big numbers and they cannot get the job done. I mean, just really astounding. I mean, it's just hard to watch this team just struggle night after night after night at the plate. I mean, worst team in baseball with runners in scoring position. Just a mess. Just a mess of a group. Bad. Just bad, bad, bad. Tonight they closed. Where was it here? Where are we at? Kluber, where are you? There you are. They closed at Bet Online at 3:15. They closed as high as 350 at Bovada. 350. Shout out to you if you had the Padres. Do we ride the Dodgers? Yes. I mean, how many times I have to tell you that? Who made the chicken the other day, big man? That shit looked banging. Yes, my mother. My dad grilled it. My mother made it. Yeah, it was good stuff. Couple more questions here. What are you doing for your birthday? Not sure. I haven't decided yet. I'm sure casino will be involved, something like that. Kluber threw a game. Yeah, unfortunately, which I said on the show this morning, Kluber can't hit. He has to pitch well, and they have to score runs. Big man, please give me your top 5 in order of terms of profit for sports. Your college basketball knowledge was impressive to me, and you have been doing really well in soccer. My top 5 in order of profit. College basketball, college football, soccer, baseball. That's it. I mean, I don't really bet the NFL. I don't really bet the NBA all that much. I have a system that I play, but for me, I guess I would say I make money doing that system. But definitely the college sports, soccer. Yeah, those would probably be my top couple. Fuck the Indians. Fuck. Yes. Big man, I'm gonna go blow some shit up. Okay, good. Go. Have fun. You don't gotta keep telling us. Donnie mentioned that last night. We have a 305 line like tomorrow, which would have been the Indians. Yeah. Hey, look. If you had it, you had it. What are you gonna do? I had it. I parlayed it with something else, and something else is gonna win, of course. I don't follow Jimmy the Bag's videos on a daily basis, but I always feel like he takes the biggest favorites in his parlay. He does. He should stop betting parlays. He should know better than me if he's a gambler professionally that parlays are a waste. No gambler has bets parlays. Have you ever spoken with Jimmy the Bag? Yes, I have. I don't talk to him too much, and I only met him through here, but I have talked to him off the record. Big man, do you watch UFC? No, I don't. I don't watch UFC, not really. I mean, again, when there's a big fight on, I'll check it out. Advice for someone who wants to sports bet full time: find another profession. Who was your first ever bet? What was your first ever bet? I have no idea. I can't even remember that far back. But as far as for advice, have thick skin. Try to work hard. I mean, try to do more than everyone else. Try to educate yourself, learn, have a good memory. And just entrench yourself. I know for me, many of you know, I during football and college basketball, I literally don't leave my house, which it can be fairly non-social, but I love college basketball and I love to learn everything I can about it. Big man, you'll go far in this industry. You're doing a good job. Keep it up. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I'm trying to get to that high level. What was the last good movie you watched? Last good movie I watched. Shit. I don't know. That's a good question. Actually, I'll tell you what. Dog Day Afternoon. I've never seen that. It's an older movie, but I've heard it was very good, and I watched it, and I liked it. How long have you been at this full time? Well, I mean, haven't had a job since what was it, October? But I've been doing it as my main income for probably 3 years or so. But I mean, I've been betting since I was like 12. What's your favorite song or group? I don't like any groups. I like rap music and dance music. So I don't know. My favorite rapper ever is I don't know. Beanie Siegel, Jadakiss, The Lox. I like a lot of rap. But How to improve your memory. That's a good point. I don't know. I guess you just have it. That's a good point, man. You can't really improve your memory, can you? I guess you're just born with it, right? Too many concussions. Well, that will actually lose your memory. Someone asked about, let's go to this one. I know not all the information is out. Do you think Ezekiel Elliott will be suspended? So how many games? I don't ever try to predict how long the NFL will suspend someone. They always seem to screw it up. And at any rate, I've never had a job because I'm too shy. All right. I think you should have a guest from the chat box on. Hey, I'll tell you what. If you want to call in, tell me. I'll get you on the air right now. Who wants to call in? You have 1 minute. Anyone wants to call in, let me know. So Marino, that's questions to you mostly. Jim Bean, you want to call in? Amber Rose or Black China? I'd love that both same time. Amber Rose, but Black China, her ass is fat too. I would take both. What do you think of Odell Beckham Jr.? I can't stand Odell Beckham Jr. personally, but Marino, you wouldn't steal the show, trust me. Vitalis isn't on the chat box. He ran away and hid. He blocked me and ran away and hid. I think the problem with Vitalis is he doesn't like that I don't. He I said something about his breakdowns and he got mad. I'd love to know, Vitalis, if you're out there. I'd love to know why I was blocked. So if you want to call in, here's the number. I'll answer you live on the air right now. I'm going to leave the number. And Phil Marino, you're welcome to call. You can block your number. I have no problem with that. Let me grab my iPad quick here. So again, you want to call in? Go ahead. Oakland Raiders win Super Bowl. Yeah, I bet them. You're gonna miss his write-ups now, big man. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna miss them. I'm just trying to help him get better write-ups. So call in. You got a minute. I'm gonna jump off the air here soon. Big Simon must have went and started blowing things up. What time do we have here? Hey, Donald, how you doing? What's the point of calling in? It's not live anyways. Oh, here we go. Let's accept. Yes.
Hey, what's going on, big man on campus? This is John Michaud from Boston.
What's up, John?
Hey, man, it's a tough night. I took Cleveland tonight, so, kind of sour. But, Danny Ainge finally did something good, at least,
Dude, I laugh so hard when I hear you call in and call him that piece of crap. I thought that was so funny.
Oh, I hate him.
I know you hate him.
Hate him.
Well, hey, listen, he did something right finally, so I guess you'll be he's looking up a little bit. But I got to tell you, if he would have screwed that up, I would have felt bad for you. I hate Boston, but again, I don't feel bad for you, John, to be honest. I think you're whiny and you won enough. So, again, at the end of the day, who cares? You win enough. Let someone else win once in a while.
Hey, no way. He should never have given away Markel or Alonzo Ball. Both, if not one, or both of those guys are going to be stars. I let Tatum look good last night, but what we saw from Tatum, Markel, those two blocks from a point guard, that looked great.
Listen.
I know he was so excited.
Listen, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are going to be fine NBA players. You're going to have to worry about it. Look, he was very good last night, Markel Fultz. You're right about that. Again, I think you're going to have two pretty good players there. Good stuff, John. You're the best. I always like when you call in and leave voicemails. You're a funny guy.
Hey, I love you guys, man. You guys are the best. You guys help me out every day. I struggle every day trying to just, do this professionally, but I don't know where I get lost. What do you do? Like one team every day, two teams every day? I don't know.
Yeah, Donnie and I usually bet, 1 or 2 games a day. We don't get too deep. It's hard to make profit if you're calling, you're betting a ton of games. You try to limit exposure, limit risk. That's what I try to do.
Yeah, I like all the points you guys hit on, like all the umps that are doing the games and how they call the games under and over. I love all that stuff. Like, it's the first time I've been trying to listen to different guys, and you guys have the most accurate, precise type of stats. enjoy it, and keep it going, man. It's so fun. If I could hit, maybe I can be in Costa Rica with you guys.
Well, we'll look forward to seeing you, John. Thanks for calling, buddy.
Hey, that's the goal, man. I'm gonna try to listen to the rest of the show, man.
All right, buddy. Take it easy.
Happy 4th.
You too, buddy. Yeah. All right. Anyone else? Jim Bean, here's your chance. You can call in live. Talk to me live. Kershaw has legit shot and no hitter. Pitch count is high. Yeah, but he can go deep. I mean, he's going to go deep. Phil Marino, call in. Stop talking about the Dodgers and call in. Anyone else want to call? Or I'm getting off the air. I don't want to get off and then someone call. So we're going to jump off here. And we'll be back tomorrow for the round table. We'll be on live, Donnie and I, with Ian Cameron and Drew Martin. We'll be talking MLB. We'll also be talking a little Big 12 football as well. We'll be talking the Big 12. Cork City and Dundalk this week. Yes, Dundalk plays tomorrow. I'll be on that. I'm not near a phone, but I could get up. All right, dude. Again, you don't ever call. So Marino, call in. Stop being a bitch. Call in, bro. Come on. I'd love to hear this. I just want to hear your voice once. Respect. Thank you, Nate Dogg. Someone said I should be getting paid for this. I agree. So if SBR is listening, I should be getting paid extra for this. You heard it here first. Looks like we're having a couple people calling here. Big man is Verlander, a Hall of Famer. Thank you, D. That's nice, D. Phil Marino is scared. Phil Marino knows I know what he's up to, so he's not going to call. He's all bark, no bite. That's what he is. I'm giving him the avenue. No, Phil Marino, stop throwing it on us. The pressure's on you. You're very outspoken in the chat box, but when it's time to call in, you don't call. And now if someone calls in and says it's Phil Marino, I'm going to say, well, I don't think it's Phil Marino. It could be someone making it up. John, I'm drunk at Savoy. Thanks for calling. You were fine. Thanks for working on the floor. Thank you. No problem, Steve. I'm here for you, buddy. I'll be here on any day I have to be. Dude, I'm here to talk sports. I don't take personal shots. We're not taking personal shots. We're just having fun with you. You offered the man $300 to go to Costa Rica. Yeah, and he won't. Please don't embarrass Ian when you talk college football. I don't think I embarrass Ian. He does his thing. I just try to give out as much as I can. All right, guys. Everyone have a great night. Looks like Phil Marino is not going to call in or visit us in Vegas or Costa Rica. So that's fine. Maybe we'll talk to him sometime. You can call the block number, Phil Marino. It's not a problem. I won't have your number. You can call with a block number. Big Man on Campus, do you have an email address? Yes. It is the Big Man on Campus 215@gmail.com. That is, again, the Big Man on Campus 215@gmail.com. Yeah, we know. You continue to say the same thing. You don't want to steal the show. You're not going to steal the show. I can tell you have way more knowledge than Ian. Well, I'd like to think I have enough knowledge. I don't know that I have more than Ian, but I like to think that I know the most, and I believe it. I'm starting to think this is my show. Though. Shut up, though, Marino. Don't be a douche. I mean, I don't know if it's your show. I think we all know what your deal is, though. We all know that you're too yellow to call in. You just sit on the chat box all the time. But it's not your show. Come on, shut up. That's stupid. You guys on tomorrow at 12:30? Yes, 12:30, round table. All right, guys, I'm going to go head back up to my little party here with my family and a couple friends. We'll be back tomorrow. Everyone enjoy your night. And hopefully we have some luck tomorrow. Have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow.